One of the more common questions I get from people litigating, whether they have an attorney or not, is when should you file a motion, right? First, let's just go over what is a motion in case you don't know. It's a legal term. It just means you want the court to do something. If you want the court to issue an order directing the other side to pay you money, to hand over a passport for the children's vacation, to let you take a longer than usual vacation, then you file a motion to get the judge to grant your request. Or the judge will deny the request. So it can go either way. But whenever you want the court to do something for you, you have to file a motion. And it's usually a fee you have to pay through the court system. If you have an attorney, your attorney will prepare the papers. It could be, depending on what you're asking, pretty comprehensive and expensive. I've had motions when I was drafting them for clients. When it was all said and done, it could be a few $1,000s, because it's not just the initial filing of the motion and the papers, right? Then the other side gets to respond to that request that you're asking the court to do. That's called an opposition. And then you get a chance, if you want, to reply to the opposition. And then that's usually it. Then the judge may call you in to the courthouse or on Zoom these days for what's called oral argument, where you or your attorney, if you have one, can verbally articulate why you're asking the court for what you're asking for. It's basically a rendition of the papers, but if you wanted to supplement it with anything, that would be the time to do it, and then the judge would make a decision, right? So that is what we call motion practice. Again, it could be time-consuming and expensive if you're having an attorney do it. And if you're doing it yourself, there's a lot that goes into writing a persuasive motion. It's not just, give me this. It's not that easy. You have to explain why. You have to support a basis for it, and make sure that there's a legal reason the judge can give you what you're asking for. So the question, again, and the purpose of this video just for today, was why and when should you file a motion? When it's really important, right? Don't file a motion for every little thing that happens. If you're going through a contested divorce, you're going to have a lot of little things that happen. If you file a motion for everything, number one, that's going to be really expensive for you. And number two, the judge is not going to like you very much, right? And your credibility, and you want the judge to like you, it means a lot, because you have the same judge for the most part throughout the whole process. So people who file motions, every month or every other week, we call those people frequent filers. And that's not something good that you want to be known by, okay? So pick and choose carefully. What I like to tell people is that you don't just have to file a motion for one thing. You can actually file a motion asking for multiple things. So I encourage people to, instead of filing a motion for every little thing that happens, wait until something big or substantial happens, or wait until a few, smaller things happen, and then you can lump all those things into one motion, right? Then the judge listens to everything and issues an order based on all those requests, okay? That's a much better use of the court's time and your time and money than filing a motion just for one thing every time. You can bunch them together. So that's it in a nutshell. There's a lot more that goes into it, but I just wanted to make a short video to give you a little crash course into motion practice and what it is and when you should file one. Okay? Hope to see you soon. Jason Lavoie, aka the Divorce Resource Guy. And if you need help with your divorce, I offer group and one-on-one coaching services. Please contact me, and I'll be happy to talk with you about how I can help you.